Welcome, everybody. My name is Kent. I'm joined today with Grandma. Hello, Grandma.
Hello, Kent.
Hello, hello. Back again.
We are back again.
Grandma, today I'm going to ask you about religion. Is religion under attack?
Yes, very much so.
Okay,
Um,
so we are finished for today. How come
yes,
religion is under attack, you think?
well, because they are trying to destroy the nuclear family and they don't want people to be, um, how to say, to be, the word fell out of my mouth.
Yeah,
They don't want people to have allegiance to anything else
yeah.
than
So,
the narrative, especially the narrative. And the narrative belongs to the elite today.
but when we're talking about religion, what religion comes to your mind when you're thinking religion under attack?
Hmm. If you um, if you rule out what is happening in the world on the world stage, what is strange here in Norway is that Jehovah Witness suddenly are under attack. They have been in Norway for more than 100 years, and suddenly now they are trying to take away the government support from them because they are excluding members who don't want to. No, they are not excluding members who want to leave Jehovah Witness. They are not allowed to be friends with anyone in Jehovah Witness anymore, or Jehovah Witness is not allowed to be friends with them, whether they are family or not. And now the Norwegian government want to take away the support, the economic support, because of this, after 100 years. So I was thinking, why suddenly now? After all these years, and they had the same practice all the time.
Do you come to any conclusions?
I think it's a part of destroying the nuclear family, destroying people. When we go back to the war, Jehovah Witness was in Germany, was forbidden from 1933 already. Was one of the first things Hitler did was to make them forbidden because they was denying to do this salute, and they didn't want to bend to the Nazi regime. And I'm thinking a little bit, what is so very different now when they attack them and they go to court and they try to destroy them. I don't understand what is so different. And also, Jehovah Witness, they are, I will say, the most humble, the most non-judgmental, friendly, very, very good people. They are, all of them.
So I think it's important for the listener to know that neither me or you are members there.
No.
But
We are not.
I can't remember seeing anything about this in the news almost. Maybe some small headline or something like this, but not. At least
Yeah.
not today.
No.
Has it been is it been being hidden?
No. Mm.
How come the members of the Jehovah's Witness is not pushing this more? Or also gaining traction?
They are in a way following Jesus, sort of, because Jesus said, "I'm not of this world." And when the Jews asked Jesus to be king, he was denying. He didn't want to go into any political role, and so they're not shouting in the press or something like this. No. But they went to court about this case that the Norwegian government wanted to take the support from them, because in Norway, every religious society gets support from the Norwegian government, whether it's Catholics, Protestant, Islam, Buddhist. But with them, they want to take away the support because of this. And it has to do about this practice that when people don't want to be members anymore, they are not even friends with them anymore. But it would, for example, if you are a member of one political party, let's say the Labour Party, and you are inside there and you are practicing conservative politics, they will kick you out from the Labour Party also, no?
But
I don't see what the difference is.
Yeah, but so when you're mentioning the other religions, pretty much most of them, the big ones at least, they have countries behind them. Jehovah's Witness does not. There's a few more, there are more religions that doesn't have big support like this by nations. But is there a reason why countries coming to their defense?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think the people in power, they feel especially threatened by them, because they are so strong in spirit, and they will not bend for nothing. For example, during the war, the Nazis was putting them in concentration camps already from 1933, when they started to arrest the first political prisoners in Germany. And all they had to do, Jehovah's Witness, was to sign a paper that they denied them religion, and they would be let free. But from that thousands who was imprisoned, very, very few did that. And they stick together in the concentration camps. Many of them was trying to torture them, to have them to say they deny their truth, but they didn't. So, and this is a kind of strength that people who are in power fear very much.
Today, though, there are wars going on. One country attack another, religion versus religion. How come the viewer, the viewer, how come this person, why should this person care about Jehovah's Witness? Shouldn't they care more about their Muslim faith or Christian faith or Judaism faith? Why do you think Jehovah's Witness matters in this area? Is it because they don't have a nationwide voice, or are
No, I think it's because they are non-violent. They wouldn't participate in any war whatsoever. And you know, a lot of religious countries and groups, they do this. From the Crusades to what is happening now between Israel and Iran. Jehovah's Witness is the only religious body in the world who would never participate in any war. They are strictly neutral. And
but you can relate this to Christianity, because everybody thinks that Jesus Christ was just so giving and caring, but he also when he said, "I'll turn the other cheek," he had a different meaning about this, and because it was an insult. Yes.
Yes.
And how
Yes.
There's a like the Jehovah's Witness that ain't willing to fight for their faith. Why should everybody care, you think?
Why everybody should care they are not willing to fight?
Yeah.
Because this is the way to create peace. If everybody said, no, I will not use any weapon, no violence of any kind, I will just stand my ground. If everybody did this, we wouldn't have any war, would we?
If I say to you the word soul, how do you think this matters for this conversation?
That's a very big part of it, because I think Jehovah Witness, their belief is also their soul. So they are saving them soul when they don't bend to anything. And they don't. For example, I heard one story. No, I saw a documentary about this. It was one German. He was an SS soldier, torturing people. And he was so struck by Jehovah Witness in the concentration camp that he gave up everything, his uniform, his allegiance to the Nazis, and became a witness. So it is a tremendous power in keeping your soul like this, protecting your soul like this. And it doesn't even have to do with any religion, this. You can protect your soul any day if you want. Absolutely any day.
If you want to compare Jehovah's Witness to another religion, what kind of religion would that be?
Christianity is the closest. Protestant and Orthodox. Orthodox maybe is the closest one, because the Orthodox religion, they claim themselves to be, how to say, the original Christians. And that's about the same thing Jehovah Witness say. But it's a lot of controversy around this. But the elite today, the two groups they would have most trouble defeating is the Orthodox Christians and Jehovah. That will be the most difficult.
And by defeating you mean?
Cracking them, take away their freedom. Like if, let's say it's a war and everyone have to go to take weapon and go to fight an enemy, for example. Jehovah Witness would never do that. And in Orthodoxy, if they try to attack them, they would never bend the knee. Never. So, like in Russia, for example, Putin, he understands this. He cannot crack them. So he sided with them instead. So he's cooperating with them instead.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Yes, it is
Yeah.
interesting.
But you see,
Yeah.
so I think some of the audience will disagree with you, and they will say that
Yeah.
Judaism is the best one, or the Islamic faith is the best one, and maybe others, the Buddhism may be the best one. I'm not sure everybody agrees with you, but I don't think you're looking for agreement here.
No, I'm not looking for agreement. I'm looking for peace, as always. I'm looking for peace and the integrity of the soul. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah, so we see everything about our former conversations is culminating now with everything that happens. We had the war between Russia and Ukraine, and now we have a new one with Iran and Israel. And many of the same actors are lining up behind, and some new ones. And but for us on the edges, maybe we can say like this, to defend 100% one or 100% one. I'm not sure if we can stand in their people's shoes, but I think the most important is to say that take care of your soul. What do you think when I say like this?
Yes. And that's why I'm speaking about the Jehovah's Witness today, because they don't pick a side. And also that is the same thing I said to my grandchild. If you support any side who is fighting a war, because she said to me, yeah, but they are killing children, Grandma, she said to me, you know. I mentioned this before, and I said to her, yes, they are. But if you're supporting the other side, they are also killing children. So
yeah, we see
that's why it's important to be neutral.
Yeah, and it's always the normal people that get hurt. Common people get hurt.
Yeah.
Because war is the furthest arm of politics.
Yes.
So I heard the expression, if everything fails, they take you to war. It was Gerald Celente who said this one for the audience.
Yeah.
When everything fails, Grandma, and they take you to war, how does this compare with soul searching and religion? What do you think?
Yes, that is the point where it's the most important to take care of your soul. In my view, if you pick a side in a war, you are picking side for violence. That's what I'm thinking. And
who profits from the violence, you think?
a lot of people get rich from this.
But
And
not,
as we speak now, it's they have this Bilderberger meeting where the Secretary of NATO and a lot of people are meeting to discuss. Bilderberger is somewhat like what they do in Davos with this
it's
World
fewer
Economic
people
Forum.
and more concentrated with power and money.
Yeah. Yes.
The Bilderberg.
And they make it look so innocent that they are just there discussing things and blah, blah, blah. But when they finish the meeting in the months after, we see that the policy they are discussing there suddenly come into law or to regulations and stuff like this.
Yeah, it
So
comes to play.
yeah, yes.
Hmm.
And this is the people who is also they are planning war, and every one of them they have been picking a side, one or the other. So, and what is also so strange today, no one is working for peace anymore. No one.
It's fascinating to see this.
Yes, it is. It is.
I hope the audience reflects a little about who wins, who gains for these wars.
Yeah.
Because normal people don't gain.
No. No. Normal people only get the suffering, and especially the children. And this is.
Something tells me though that it's normal people that watch our program, Grandma. So I think you're talking to them. I hope so, at least.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think it's important to.
But
I think it's important to not pick a side. That's important. That's the first step to saving your soul. Never pick a side in a war, because both sides are killing. And
I also think that for the viewer that's looking and listening to this, to notice that in each religion that you have compassion. And if you can have compassion for other human beings, for example, for the Jehovah's Witnesses that doesn't want to go to war, and if you can see from the shoes of another man or woman, maybe it can affect your own view. And hopefully you can save your soul, I think.
yes. Yes. Because in the end, that is the only thing you will have left. If this develops to the worst scenario we can think of, the only thing you can save and will have left is your soul. And if you keep the peace, that's a big part of that. I'm absolutely sure about this.
Yeah,
But
it's
other
maybe,
people may not agree with me. And that's okay also. That's
uh,
okay. Yeah.
I hope that the viewer that looks at this and agree or disagree may write in the comments and let us know what you think and why so. Because I think it's important to have a dialogue for peace. So if hopefully there would be some reflection about this.
Yes, I hope so.
Hmm.
And it's always possible to make peace inside ourselves. That's always possible.
Yeah, it may be difficult for some people when they are standing in a huge conflict.
Yeah.
A lot of important things are happening.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
but hopefully they take care of this all. You have any things you would like to add to this conversation, Grandma?
No. I think that in the end everything will be okay. In the end.
I think so too.
Yes.
And to drop it for next time, what do you think about climate change?
Yeah. That is. I have been thinking about this. What they are doing now. The closest thing I can compare this to is what Mao did in the late 50s and 60s. And millions of Chinese people died from starvation. And I think that will be useful to discuss next time.
I think so too.
Mm.
Interesting as always, Grandma. I think we shall keep today's reflections in our heads and think nice thoughts to each other. And I will hope maybe we will find a guest, maybe, which can come and talk about this subject. That can go more into it,
Yeah.
in depth.
Yes.
So I would like to say thank you for today.
Thank you, Kent.
Thank you. Thank you
It
for
was
listening.
nice to share this.
Yeah. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.